All right, everybody. Trendy John here at Simpler Trading. I wanted to go over one of my losses this week. The overall plan, and I have to tell you right off the start, I'm kind of bummed that I closed this. But if there's one thing I've learned, it's like, hey, what I say, I need to do. So if price closed underneath this gray box by the end of Friday or close to Friday, I wanted to get out. Now, as a disclaimer, I was not in front of the charts, but I knew that it did not close above 39.69, right? Matter of fact, it was almost $2 below. Coming in here, this is the very first time I saw this, literally 2 seconds before I started this video. And I'm sitting here looking like, oh, John, you got to be kidding me, man. You closed right into a demand zone. Now, maybe it turns into the best thing I did or the worst thing I did. And that's the thing about having plans and looking at time frames. This original trade still has 70 plus days to work, and as a moderator and as a mentor to many, many people, I think that it's very important that we stick to what we say we're going to do and lead by example. Something I learned when I was in the Air Force, lead by example, right? If I were not in that situation and noticed that we came into this inside and out formation, I probably, believe it or not, would have added into this trade. Now, again, I won't know if that's a dumb mistake until tomorrow morning, but we can all sit here and hypothetically speak and let you know that for me, the position itself really wasn't that large. I want to say it was around a total of maybe $1,000. And I don't mind getting in and putting in, anywhere from 2 to 5% into a trade, which $1,000 is far from that. Um, Again, what did I do wrong? I don't think I did anything wrong because I stuck to my plan, and a lot of these work. And the accumulation level was here. We came up, we saw a little bit of resistance. I looked at the XLF, I looked across financials, and I was like, things look bullish, and you'd have to agree, it's pretty bullish. However, some signs that we could look at. Topping wick lets me know right away that perhaps this is not going in the direction I wanted to, and perhaps bears have definitely drawn a line in the sand, if you will. The next thing you'll notice is on this week, I believe this is the week that I started, this is the common look for, something like this. This is what we see. And I always teach you guys, if you're wanting to sell some call credit spreads or try to go short, you see signs like this where we come up towards that high, but we can't make it, and then we start to drop again. Okay, this is where you want to say, hey, I don't think this is actually going to work. And so what I could have done, instead it ends up looking like this. What I could have done and say, hey, as soon as you took out that low, just go ahead and close this trade. However, I added here, and I believe I added here, and then I added here, and again, small sections up to about $1,000, and then I closed out here. And now from the ads themselves, it shows that I was down 50 something percent on this trade. We started deep in the money, and obviously these ended up going out of the money. But I am very curious. I know that once again, what's his name? Buffett, right? Now he comes over the weekend. He's like, oh, I'm selling Apple, or he sold Apple. And then here he was dumping, Bank of America. And for me, these are just catalysts that push price into demand. Looking at this is my big takeaway for everybody. Um, when I tried here, we really didn't pull back enough into a level to create the range that I like to see. But now that BAC is way down here and we have selling pressure up here, this is pretty good range for such a small stock. This is a great inside enough formation. Um, I do believe, and I would be shocked if I'm wrong, that buyers will come in here, and I probably let go of the position right before it starts to turn at some point. Now, you guys know I love BAC. We like to say back that truck up. I usually absolutely destroy and have a good time in this trade. And I'm going to be very transparent with you. This kind of depressed me. It really did. There's nothing worse than having one of your favorite stocks that you do well in and you just totally biff it. And so I did that on here. The only thing that makes me feel better is that I wasn't fully allocated into this trade. I took it pretty slow. I think I had a total of 11 contracts in it, so it wasn't like crazy. But yeah, and to go back, they were more expensive up here. Um, they were more expensive up here and then it bounced. I think it was on Tuesday or Wednesday. It did great, and we made profits, and the whole trade was profitable. So I did trim, I did perfect, but then I added as we got down here at a lot smaller discounted price, but just didn't quite work out the way I wanted to. So, as your mentor and your trader, I want to apologize. Again, I'm not trying to make excuses. I don't think I did terrible on this trade. I think I stuck to my plan, but looking now, I'm kind of regretting closing the position, to be honest with you, because we know BAC can move. We know that XLF has been pretty strong this year. So, anyways, let's see what happens. All right. And that is my review on what I felt was probably my worst trade over the last week and a half. All right. Thank you so much. And if you have any comments, please do so underneath here. And don't forget to like this video. Thank you so much.